Hi fancy friends, welcome back to another fun planty video. Today we're gonna go plant shopping at a local nursery or plant shop. I think it's a nursery or plant shop. I'm gonna call it nursery because they sell also plants from outside. This place had some really cute plants. It was not fully stocked. Sometimes there are, but I came in when there was not really fully stocked. But the plants that they did had were really nice. The prices with plant shops and nurseries, they tend to be a little bit pricier because like it's local, and then it's just how it is, you know. It's a lot cheaper when they do bulk, like in the big box stores. Like you really get into it, it makes sense. But like considering the fact that it's a local nursery, their prices are really reasonable. And then on top of that, I didn't know they had a sale going on. They had a 4th of July sale, which is when I filmed this video, and everything was 20% off. So that was really nice. And I have noticed every now and then with a lot of, I think in this place as well, they do a lot of sales. So if you haven't followed them on Instagram, and I think they have a Facebook too, go check it out, because like they will sometimes announce a sale. I just never saw it, and I got a plant a lot cheaper than what I thought I was gonna get it as. So I'm super excited to go ahead and take you guys plant shopping. The address will be in the description box below. And I just want to say thank you so much. Whenever it's a local nursery or a local plant shop, I always want to say thank you for letting me film at your place, because I know it can be iffy. Some locations don't like it when I film, but they're really nice. They're really chill. So I like that. But I love that. And I also love how, like, I don't know if they do it on purpose when they're just really busy, but like when I'm filming, they like do other things, you know. They're not just staring, because I get really nervous when they stare. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, oh, they're gonna get mad at me, or like, oh, they're gonna yell at me. But no, they're really nice people. They're awesome. They're chill. So again, if you and some in Texas, go check it out. I know a lot of you guys do shop in this place, and they just have really good stuff. So yeah, I don't have that many amazing plants like they usually do, but they did have some nice stuff, and the prices are pretty reasonable. So yeah, and they had some really nice mature plants. Let's just go plant shopping. Alrighty, so I hope you guys can hear me. I have the phone super close to me, but they got these really cute philodendron tortons. They're like little babies for $25. The little tiny babies, they have so many. Look at this, and some are bigger than others. You can easily pot it up on a 4-inch. Look at this one. And the leaves are super duper healthy. Probably gonna be like a relaxing shopping video, because whenever I hear the fan, it puts me to sleep. So if you're struggling to sleep girly, you can look at some pretty plants and get knocked out from the fan. So it feels really good. So these are nice. These are philodendron wars. I can't even pronounce it, but the name's right there. They're really cute for $25. Look at that. And then they have some, it says golden pothos, but I think it's a marble neon, or it could be a golden pothos that's super duper variegated, but I'm pretty sure it's a marble neon. It's been like the hottest plant, one of the new ones. Some are like already starting to trail or vine down. Those are for 10. They got some asparagus fern for 12. Well, it's $18, but it says 12. They got some Pothos Enjoy for 10. Cutie. They got some painted ladies for 15. More golden photos. They got some pink princess philodendrons for 25. And then they got some alocasias amazonica for 12. It's not bad. Some black velvets. They got some Hindu ropes for Hindu rope or Hoya compacta for $18. black margine, cute little Hoya. And then some other Hoyas. Hoya Carnosa Jade for 25 on a 6-inch. They got more plants on that side. I see a really cute carnivorous plant, so let me start from the get-go, from the beginning. But they got these massive Pariso Verdes. See, they say that they react with heat, and I can see that. But these leaves are huge. How much is it? Okay, they're $60. They're on a 10-inch. Look at this. And then they got this one, Horsehead Philodendron, for $60. They got a pole. Here's an. Honestly, it's pretty cool. It's pretty big too. Look at this. It's a really good name. It's pretty accurate. A massive Swiss cheese for 60. Golden potos. These are really nice, but these are 160, but they're huge. Look at the sleeve. I've never seen such a massive, I think it's called an Alba Piparium. Piparium pinnatum, that's what it's, oh yeah. Yeah, I just said it reverse, but big old leaf. They're honestly pretty big. This one's nice and fenestrated. This one is beautiful. Makes me want to like make it go up the balcony because just look at that. So beautiful. Look at this one too. Oof. They got some ferns, assorted ferns for $10. Some 6-inch Pariso Verdes. Look at this. These are $25. Moonlight for $12. Golden Crocodile for $30. So these are the really nice ones, the carnivorous plants, but I don't see a lot of pictures. $25. Crotons, pepperonis for $10. These Pariso Verdes are $25. I'm not quite sure why. I see a lot more variegation on these than the other ones, so that's a really good price. These are $18. Philodendron Goldie. They're so cute. Look at this leaf. Oh wow, look how big that vine is. Look at that. Okay. Like kisses, let me go on this side. It's probably gonna be really loud. Marble Queen. It's just pretty. Seems like it has a marble queen in it, and this is a neon queen. I'm pretty sure it's a neon. It's just girl, the names are a little bit confusing. Even then, this is with a marble and a pearls and jade potos, I'm pretty sure. So you get like a 2-in-1. Monstera Sandalianas for 10. Palm Leaf Philodendron. That's a really cute name. I've never seen this and it's only $10. I've never seen that before. Look at that. my goodness, look at this leaf. It's just a really, really pretty plant, and it's affordable too. And it's a all green plants. People tell me like I don't love green plants enough, like without irrigation. So that's a good one. I've never heard about a palm leaf philodendron. Rojo chondro, and then some Birkins. Okay, we're gonna look at the centivarias. They always have some really, really good centivarias. Look at these. $12. This is the one that I got for $22. And then they got this one too. Look at, damn, these are so bright. It's not bad. This one has two. And that, what is that? Is that a seed? No, right? I don't think so. That's pretty cool. And then they got some jades. These are for $6. All these succulents. That's so cute. It's blooming. Whoa. Cute, cute, cute. They got some domino. Is that a domino? Alrighty, oh, what is this? Biliated for $80. I want to shine the leaves so bad. Oh, that's a pretty ficus. $40. I'm literally so tempted. It's a pretty good size. And the desert rose. What plant should I adopt? I like this. I've never really... Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, they have a lot. So if you're in San Antonio, I would so recommend you to get one of these. It looks like a really, really easy plant to look after. We're gonna go ahead and shine her leaves and repot it. Usually that's pretty controversial to go ahead and repot your plants after buying it, but it's fine. I'll take a risk. It looks like philodendrons are not so finicky, you know? But good, so those are really, really pretty too. I like how saturated it looks. Okay. Alrighty, so I hope you guys enjoyed the plant shopping section. It's been a couple of days already. Everything's being pre-filmed as I'm doing it right now, but here is the plant, and it is so cute. I honestly just love how it's fully green, and the name is called palm philodendron, I believe. So that's really nice. I got it for $8. It was $10, but it was 20% off, so it was 8, and then with tax it was like 37, something like that. But that's really, really cheap. I've never seen this plant. It's like a plant that I can see Urban Jungle selling, but they don't. It doesn't have any pests. It's super duper good and clean. I actually really haven't inspected it, but yeah, it's just dirt. I always wondered, and I wish they do, and I don't know if they do it or not, but if local nurseries release beneficial insects, or what they use or what they do whenever, you know, pests, because there's so many plants in there and you want to make sure they're always top tier. But it's a really, really pretty one. I see some good roots in here. It's not that bad. We're gonna go ahead and repot it. I just don't like these plastic ones, like the clear ones. I know it's a big trendy thing right now. I don't like it. To each their own, to each their own. Personally, I don't like it. I like a nice brown tone, something that kind of like, I don't know. I just don't like to see. I don't want to see dirt. But I know people like it because they can see when it needs water, and I think that's amazing. I mean, if it works for you, go for it. Like I'm not. I don't want to shame anybody or like down you for like using clear pots. I think they're awesome. They do work for a lot of people. I just personally don't like it, which is why I'm gonna repot it. And then we're also gonna go ahead and shine the leaves, because you know me, girl, I like to clean the plants. Like the leaves. So yeah, and if anything, we might go ahead and set it up on a shelf. But before I do, we're gonna clean the plants around them as well. We'll see how we do it, but I like it a lot. Again, I only paid like $8 for it, which is a really, really good price. It's a pretty cheap plant, and I'm really, really happy because I've never had a palm philodendron, and it's a full-on green, and I just cannot wait to see it on the shelves. I don't know if it's a crawler or if it wants to climb. That's really cute to look at that little like curl thingy. I'm gonna Google it right now if it's a crawler or if it's a climber, but yeah, let's get everything set up. Okay, update. So I looked it up online. I don't think I looked up palm, but it looks like it could be a mayoi, Mayyoi philodendron, which is a climber. It wants something to like a pole to go up with. It seems like it's that, but it's just like a little baby immature form. You can see the old leaves are the like little like more softer, but like the newer ones are getting more splitty, but it doesn't fenestrate. It just gets more like fingers kind of vibe, you know, like it just, the leaves get more pointy or like that. So we're gonna see over time. And then I went on Reddit and people were saying like it's kind of difficult because there's so many different varieties of them and they're making new varieties. So I'm not quite sure if it's a palm philodendron. I looked it up and it didn't seem like, it didn't fit the name. Or it's a mayoi, Mayyoi. I'm saying that because I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but I don't know. We're gonna find out over time though. And I just like it though, it's cute. I'm all disgusting and gross that I just redid the entire balcony, and I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. We're still gonna go ahead and do the repotting. It just felt really nice and cloudy outside, and I thought it was gonna rain, but the weather's not great. But let me show you guys the balcony. Here's the dwarfed banana, the alocasia, the variegated one. But I'm gonna have to move it, but this is its newest leaf. And then the Monstera white monster, Ficus benjamina that we propagated, the avocado, the variegated aurea banana. And then here's the Hoya that we propagated and ended up throwing multiple shoots, and the other cuttings are still rooting. And then look at this gorgeous plant. A lot of these were from propagations. And then this is a Syngonium that's like starting to mature. Jasona that I propagated. A lot of these are from propagations. And then here is the Tradescantia Nanook, Epiparium. It's the Epiparium. Oh, it's a Monstera that I'm propagating. The Hoya, this Mandula. Look at that. I really hope that music is in copyright because I'm gonna get so mad if it is. I don't think ice cream music is copyrighted, but we're gonna find out. And then just a lot of like, I guess I will have to give you guys a complete full tour of everything. Here's a Monstera. Here's an aglaonema that I propagated, variegated World Sansevieria. This is a Gabriel that I've also propagated as well. Variegated Burley Marks Flame. I mean, no, variegated Burley Marks. Here's the marble neon, I believe. Manjula. And then another one of these gorgy honest ones. I just love the variegation. That looks super duper good. But that's a little how I ended up moving it. I kind of wanted to be symmetrical, and I also wanted the banana right there since we have the variegated one, which y'all are going to see in a different video. But I want it to be kind of symmetrical, and I also want a space over here. And I placed these shells on the side so they still get a lot of light, but it's again also symmetrical. And then of course the plants vining up. I'm probably gonna add more of these white wall planters, one over here, and over here, and let the plants vine down. And then I think I'm pretty satisfied and fulfilled with just that. But yeah, that's the balcony. I just noticed that I said, let me get everything ready, and I literally went ahead. I can see my paperwork. I literally went ahead and moved the entire balcony. I don't know why, but I just had that energy to do it. And I'm actually happy that I did it because I'm honestly obsessed. This video is so random, I'm so sorry. If you know my channel, girl, you know like we're just chilling, we're just like plant besties. I hope we are. I always wanted to have a plant bestie that I can chit chat every day. But I'm really happy how the balcony came out. And I just took another shower, feel really good. I don't like to pat dry my body. I noticed that when I don't dry out my body so much, my skin gets softer. I don't know. But everybody does whatever works for them. I did that. I just feel good. So, I'm gonna get my little mixture. The powder. My mixture, y'all. It's basically Expert Gardener potting soil. Now, oh my god, I just want to say this. Your potting soil mixture depends a lot on how you care for your plants, where they are placed on the temperature, humidity, and light, and how often you water them. That's really, and also the kind of planter that it's in. Y'all see my collection. I always talk about my stats. I always talk about like the humidity and the temperature of my apartment, so that I have a pretty humid apartment as well. It is like pretty warm room temperature sometimes. Like in the night, it gets like in the 68, 69, and then in the day, we're like in the 70s, sometimes even in the 80s, because I like to keep it nice and warm for the plants. All the plants have lights. They're all in plastic, vast majority of them, and I'm in underwater. Once in a blue moon, I'll overwater my plants, like not overwater my plants, but I'll go in and like what I did last time. If you saw the previous video, that I went ahead last night and I fertilized with the water soluble fertilizer. So I basically watered my plants with fertilizer, all of my plants. Yeah, so I did it. I mean, if there was a plant that was really moist and doesn't like to be moist 24/7, then I would skip it. But a lot of them are getting near to watering, or they can tolerate to stay a little moist a little longer. And that's what I did. So that's how I care for my plants. And that's why I know it's annoying, trust girl. I bet it's annoying hearing me blabber a lot, but I always say things really to like put things into perspective and be really transparent on my environment, because I don't want somebody, that's my plushie, I don't want somebody to follow me like on the exact step and then their plants die, because then I'll feel like a terrible person. I always say with everything, take everything with a grain of salt and everything in life. I will tell you what works for me, and I'll be more than happy to share that with you, but I'll always take it with a grain of salt and always modify and reflect with your environments, because we all have different environments. So I just want to put that out there very clear, because I've been getting a lot of comments now of people wanting my potting soil mixture, which is not really my potting soil mixture, it's just how I do my soil, right? Anybody can do it. I'm not sweating, I just want my hair. I don't like to dry out my hair all the way through. I like to let it air dry. But yes, and I always say like you can modify with your own needs. If you're an overwater, add some more chunks in it, like add some perlite and some orchid bark mix in it to help it drain faster. If you're an underwaterer, just do how I do it, girl. Like, you know, like make sure there's enough actual soil in there and to like retain the moisture. I can blabber more and more and more. That's why I like to go live with y'all, because like I can see what y'all want to say in real time, and I can respond to those questions in real time instead of me predicting what kind of comments I'm gonna get of people giving me questions, right? But my mixture is just expert garden potting soil. You gotta make sure it's potting soil, okay? Because some of them are not. Some of them are for like your garden beds. They're all yellow bags, vast majority of them. There used to be green bags, but it's Expert Gardener. That's the brand, and the one that I get, because you know there's different types of like potting soils. Make sure that they do potting soil, because we're putting them on planters, right? And then we're gonna modify it with some perlite. Any perlite works, whatever, any kind of perlite that you like. I like to get the perlite from, there's like a little begonia bag right there. It's natural STA green organic. I see that in Walmart. I see it at Lowe's and at the Home Depot. And then you need the orchid bark mix. They sell that in Lowe's. You can also get it from Amazon, but you can get it from Lowe's. And it's basically big pieces of bark in it, and then it has pieces of charcoal, and it also has big pieces of perlite. It makes it nice and draining, right? That's what I use on my mixtures. What else I gotta say? I think that's the vast majority of things I want to say. I just want to make sure I can be as transparent as I can. Somebody did complain. Well, not complained. She I don't know if she's still watching, but I'm gonna pour some soil in here. I think, yeah, I'm gonna pour some soil in here. She was telling me basically that I tried the bag, but I had so many fungus gnats. One thing that I have to say about that from personal experience, when there's like hundreds of bags outside, which a lot of these big box stores have them at, and it rains and the bags get moist, it's gonna happen. The bags are gonna get fungus gnats. If it's continuously moist, the cycle repeats, because fungus gnats need moist soil to lay their eggs or their larvae, whatever. So they can multiply, right? That's the point I'm trying to get to. If the bags dry out, they're gonna die. They're not gonna live. So, and what I gotta say about that too, if you're scared about fungus gnats, which trust, they're so annoying. You can get a sundew, which is what I do. It's not gonna make a big difference, but it's something really, really fun, and it gets loaded. I don't know how. My fungus gnats have dropped. I'm seeing them back again because, like I told you, I've been watering my plants pretty consistently now. I use mosquito bits, and I gotta probably do another session of it. If you want to completely eradicate them, you gotta sprinkle that good stuff in all of your plants. All of your plants. On top of the soil. Like you're seasoning with salt. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to like season it with salt. You don't want to put so much salt in your food. So you want to season it. Like get a teaspoon of the mosquito bits and sprinkle it. There's a lot of ways, but this is how I would do it. I heard about the tea bag method and stuff, but I don't like going back and forth in there. So I just do it. I sprinkle it. I just did the ones that are super duper moist all the time. But if you want to completely eradicate them, you got to get through all of them, right? And sprinkle through all of them and then water it, because that's how it activates. That's how the thing works, right? The good stuff will sprinkle to the soil and it will kill them. I would do that every single 3 to 4 weeks. 2 sessions possibly, and then you're probably good, because you wanna cancel the cycle, right? If there is any eggs that you missed and the thing is not as effective as it was, you don't want them to hatch and then it repeats, right? When you go back in there and do another sprinkle of like the mosquito bits, like you're doing it with salt, you want to do it every 3 to 4 weeks, I think so. Just put the bag as well. You want to make sure you remove it, because it will develop mold. Mine have developed a little bit mold. It doesn't bother me. As a matter of fact, I've been seeing the mold going away. It's not like it just looks, it doesn't look dangerous to me, and I read it's not that dangerous. It just looks nasty. No, no harm. But yeah, I will scoop it up if that's gonna bother you for aesthetics. If you have like 20 plants or 30 plants, it must be easy. But when you have hundreds of them, I'm good. It doesn't really bother me at all. But you want to scoop the top soil, I guess you can say, so you can remove the old mosquito bits that are there that are already used up, and then sprinkle some new ones. So you make sure that you're canceling all the cycle of the fungus gnats. That's what I would have to say about that. I just want to say, like, I see y'all's comments and I don't always respond to them, but I would always say it in a video on the following video, so it doesn't just answer on your comment, but I can say it to everybody else. And a lot of you already know these type of things, but there's some that don't. Like me, I learn new things every single day, So that's the exciting thing about this hobby. The more you do, the more you learn. So I hope I didn't got anybody upset, and I hope I didn't confuse anybody. And if I did, I'm super duper sorry. I got a way of explaining things. Sometimes I do it really, it sounds like I'm doing it aggressively, but I just really try to make sure that everybody kind of gets it. There will be some that don't, and that's okay. But there's a lot of good information out there. I'm not the best with this. I can just tell you what I do with my collection and how I take care of things. And my methods are not 100% proof, okay? But it's what I do, and it's enough to take care of the problems that I used to have or do have, so I can continue enjoying this hobby, okay? I always want to say that. But if you have any other good tips, please feel free to leave them down below. A lot of us would appreciate it, and I would appreciate it too, because that's how I learned, you guys, a lot of this stuff from you guys, from the comment section. Y'all always give me so much good advice, and to everybody else as well, and I always appreciate when y'all take the time to leave a comment that's really wise and has good info to help us with this plant hobby that we have, right? So yeah, thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. Here is this philodendron, Mayo or Mayo, whatever, or the palm philodendron. I'm gonna continue calling it palm philodendron until I see the leaves maturing and start to develop even more, and then we're gonna find out what happens. But that's where we're at right now with this one. Regardless, whatever the name is, I am obsessed with the leaves. I love these little dips that it has on the foliage, and I do love how it's fully green. That usually tells me it's gonna be a pretty easy plant to look after. It doesn't look that finicky. Philodendrons are not usually finicky. They can get smaller leaves and leggy, but you need a good light and something to climb on, which what I'm probably gonna go ahead and do, I'm probably gonna put it on the second shelf over here and tie it on the white stick from the shelves and helping it go up. I'm hoping that's gonna kind of trigger something to the plant while it's getting light per level, right? That's the vision that I'm thinking about. If anything, I would just give it like a pole or a moss pole. But as of right now, that's what I'm thinking. Regardless, I love this plant, and for $8, I think that was a really good deal. Even then, for $10 is still a really good price as well for a local nursery. So I'm gonna use my favorite plants from Amazon. I'm an Amazon girly. I like to make my life simple, but also cheap as I can. I am getting more stingy with my money. I'm noticing that, and I'm kind of proud of that, because I used to be the dumb one that would max out my credit cards, and every time I got paid, I would splurge on my money. Which you do whatever you want to do with your money. I did, obviously. But I'm trying to become an adult and not go too crazy. I'm trying to become a responsible financial adult and not do that. So yeah, I am chipping out on a lot of things. Y'all know me. So like that's what I do. I'm actually leave this cup in here. I didn't saw no pests in here. I love how I can just do this, you know? I hope I didn't put too much soil. But yeah, I really do try to share stuff with y'all, and I know some people find it annoying, or some people just get irritated by it, but if it helps at least one person, it's worth my while to put it on the video or to talk about it in the video. Because I was that kind of person when I would watch other people's plenty videos, and they would say like, you know, a lot of y'all know this and this and that, like basically what I said, and I'm like, thank you for still saying it, because I didn't know this. So yeah, yay, look at that. I still went a little bit over. You usually want to leave like an inch of soil without soil on top of the planter, but it will go down whenever you water plants. When you freshly repot it, it will go down. So yeah, it's fine, it's cool. I'm happy with it though. So we're gonna go ahead and clean her leaves. I think we're gonna do it in here and figure it out. I'm still a little bit burned out from the balcony, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's like it's a good kind of burnout. Like it's a good fulfilled, I guess you can say, feeling. I feel very fulfilled, very happy with that. Let me go get a rag and my bottle. Back! Sorry for yelling. My butt, as I was moving in the balcony, moving things around, it's kind of a narrow balcony, but it's cool. My butt poked the cactus, and I literally had to pull the thorn out of my butt cheek. I know TMI, but girl, I was like, oh my god, it's like a cartoon. Like this just literally happened to me. Yeah, it was bound to happen. I was in the balcony for way too long and moving a lot because I had to. I didn't want to put anything inside because I don't want to bring anything inside. So, girl, outside is a whole different territory, okay? Okay, I'm gonna use a planter if I can do this. See if it works out. Perfect. You can kind of see the neem oil. I added a lot in there. I gotta shake it again. But I rather it be heavy like that because I love a good shine, you guys. I really, really do. I love a shiny plant. And it makes me feel good when it's protected and it has that layer of protection. Because, girl, it just needs it. Okay, we're gonna start from the oldest, which is this little sad thingy. I don't want to cut it off though. I'm kind of attached to it. I think it's cute. I want to keep the whole. Well, should we cut it off? I don't know. I'm looking at it now. No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Okay. I've recently been loving cleaning my plant with you. If you have been watching the plant tree videos, I really personally do. I just think it's so therapeutic and yeah, it's just fun. It's a fun time. Yes. Yes. You like to have a shush it, you're ruining it. You're right, girl. You're right. You're right. I gotta really, really get in there because it's kind of. Oh, this is the one that I clean. Oh, I'm telling you, don't be scared of the neem oil. Well, you should be a little bit. You don't want to go too crazy, right? Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I did a little clip of it when I first found that it was amazing, but I didn't put it on the video because I thought it was dumb. Trust, girl. I know my channel's like that, and you guys are cool with it. A lot of y'all, so I do what I do. But I know there's a limit and I don't want to put too much of it. Too much crazy stuff in there. But my soul was awakened by the comics. McDonald's is like third party thingy about like coffees and stuff like that with their drinks. And I found out that amazing place that we had one nearby. I've been knowing it was a thing, but I did not know we had one super nearby. They were closing in 2 days when I found out. And yeah, it's true. They actually permanently closed. It makes me so sad. My soul is in so much pain right now. I healed, you guys, but it's just such a sad time. I would have gone right now and got myself a spicy avocado sandwich and then a delicious coffee. I'm so bummed down. Ugh. The only good coffee place that I know is Dunkin's. I love Dunkin's. I have a specific order that I like to do that's not so expensive, but I can really still enjoy it. But sometimes they put too much ice in it. It gets me kind of mad. I know you can customize it, but like they put their coffee straight out of the coffee machine and it will get hot. So I have to put ice in there. If not, it's not going to be good. I don't like Starbucks. The only Starbucks that I like about it, no shade, no tea, girl. I know people love Starbucks. That's cool. It's overpriced for me. No. The only time I'll get Starbucks is when we're doing a Christmas tree shopping, which is like once a year. Or like whenever I go Christmas shopping with my mom, or any kind of shopping, we will get Starbucks because it's pretty good. The flavor is good. It's like, it's rich, but the caffeine is not really there. I have to add like 6 espresso shots in it to feel something in my soul. Okay. But yeah, so to each their own. But yes. Oh, I can smell the Nemo here and it's burning my nose, but I'm just being dramatic. But honestly, it's nice. I'm really, really happy with this plant. I'm looking at my bird's nest fern. He is thirsty. He thirsty. I'm gonna go water it right now, along with this one. And we're actually gonna go put this right here for right now. Just like that. So I can stare at it and admire it. But that's basically it, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed today's new planting video. We went to an awesome local nursery with really good affordable prices, and I'm really, really happy that I was able to film and share that with you and able to get a really good pretty plant that wasn't gonna break the bank. So I'm really, really happy with that. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sending positive vibes to each and every single one of y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.